JRPGs haven't exactly been a dime a dozen on the Xbox platform over the years. Sure, back in the day on the 360 there were a fair amount of JRPGs to play at the time that you could only play on the console. Tales of Vesperia, Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey, Infinite Undiscovery, and even a Korean RPG called Magna Carta 2. On the 360 there were a healthy amount of options for RPGs. Xbox and Japan are like oil and water, so it's no wonder that the Xbox One didn't really perform all that well in the land of the rising sun. But nowadays that's looking to change. In recent times, Microsoft and Xbox have been looking to get their hand in the JRPG market, and the results have been nothing but surprising, to say the least. JRPG franchises that I thought would never in a million years come to Xbox are now on Xbox platforms, and it seems rather surreal in the sense if you've been around for a long time like I have. With the coming of Xbox Game Pass, a plethora of games are released on it day and date for a rather cheap monthly cost, and with it a good amount of JRPGs are put on the service. That's why I compiled this list of 5 JRPGs that you can surprisingly play for free on Xbox Game Pass. And of course these games are on Game Pass at the time of this recording, so who knows, they may not be on there tomorrow. Best play them now while you still can. Before we begin, be sure to hit that like button and maybe subscribe if you are new to the channel. It seems that a lot of you are watching my videos, but not so many are subscribed. Let's try to fix that maybe. Anyway, let's go. Dragon Quest XI. This was a game I was so sure would never be on the Xbox platform. Dragon Quest in its recent years has always been available on Nintendo and PlayStation consoles, and not much else. Now you can play this grand adventure on Game Pass, and this is the definitive version of the game, meaning you can get all the extra goodies that it comes with. Dragon Quest XI is a rather simple and straightforward JRPG that nearly anyone can pick up and play. Its battle system is a turn-based affair that has you using magic and skills to vanquish your foes. The story is lighthearted and enjoyable. It's not going to win any awards for being thought-provoking or testing character morals, but Dragon Quest has never really been about that anyway. As I mentioned before, you get a bunch of extra goodies for the definitive edition, like more quests, extra costumes, and if you're really about that old school JRPG life, you get a 2D mode to get that really old school JRPG feeling. Code Vein. If you're looking to scratch that Dark Souls, Demon Souls, or Bloodborne itch, but you want it in a more anime style, look no further than Code Vein. Code Vein tries to capture that Souls-esque feel, but it does it in its own unique way. You have to navigate through dangerous corridors filled with monsters that just want to take a chunk right out of you, and boss battles that will obliterate the ill-prepared. But you won't be alone, as you're able to bring companions with you that will be able to fight by your side. And they are rather competent from what I've played, but your mileage may vary in that respect. You have a variety when it comes to weapons and classes that fit your own playstyle, and you'll be able to carry over class skills even when you're not using that particular class, making for some nice mix and matching to even better customize your character to your liking. Speaking of character customization, the character creator might be among the best I have ever seen in a JRPG. Not only will you be able to create characters to your liking with a really good amount of detail, but you can easily make anime and game characters with this creator. Seriously, I wish every single JRPG that has a character creator was as good as Code Vein's. It's almost overwhelming with the amount of characters you could potentially create. Octopath Traveler. Now if you really are looking for that old school JRPG feeling, then look no further than Octopath Traveler. This game really captures the feeling of JRPGs back in the day and looks amazing, utilizing 2D HD sprites for truly dazzling and almost immersive visuals. The battle system is turn-based that has a unique mechanic of boosting the store BP in a turn so you can power up your attacks and get more hits in per turn. You also have to take care to break your enemies by exposing their weaknesses. Changing jobs is also an important part, as each character's job determines their role in battle. You got your heavy magic hitter, physical attacker, white mage healer, and even a job that allow you to tame monsters. The best part about all this is that no character is limited to one job or a few jobs. Any character can become any job, leading to some pretty epic team builds and strategies to take advantage of should you find the time to do some trial and error. And you even have some hidden jobs you can discover along your journey. Octopath Traveler will provide you with a healthy challenge, as some random mobs can throw a wrench in your plans when it comes to getting from point A to point B, and bosses have a large pool of health that can sometimes get the blood pumping, especially with the amazing boss battle music. What Octopath Traveler doesn't provide is a connected story. You'll be able to recruit 8 characters, but all the stories are individual ones and don't connect with each other in any way, except for a little bit if you choose to go for the true boss at the end. If you can overlook that particular aspect of the game, I promise you you're in for a fun time if you choose to sink your teeth into Octopath Traveler. Disgaea IV Complete. So I'll say this first, that Disgaea IV Complete is not available on the Xbox Game Pass on consoles, but it is on Xbox Game Pass on PC. But don't let that stop you from trying out one of the best tactical JRPGs out on the market, in my opinion. Disgaea has always been known for its ridiculous storylines, over-the-top attacks, and character stats that can reach the millions. Yes, you heard that right, the millions. It's not exactly the easiest RPG for anyone to wrap their head around, but should you be able to, you're in for a pretty fun time. You got heaps of character customization at your fingertips and various ways to make your character completely OP in the beginning if that's your thing. And seeing as this is the complete version, you'll get all the DLC that comes with it. This includes extra characters and extra stages that are sure to increase your overall enjoyment and time playing the game. Tales of Vesperia. The original Xbox 360 exclusive came back fairly recently in 2019, and for the longest time the PS3 version of Tales of Vesperia was locked away in Japan, but in recent years that version with all its content has been made available on multiple platforms, and of course with it you get a plethora of upgrades you couldn't find on the original 360 release, and now it's on Game Pass. Tales of Vesperia is a JRPG that you don't want to pass up on. It's got a bright cast of characters made even more evident by its beautiful cel-shaded look that I think no matter how many years pass, Vesperia is never going to age poorly. Its battle system is amongst the best in the series, utilizing combos and fatal strikes that will deliver devastating blows to your opponents. Its story seems to be a bit of a hit or miss for some people. I can say that I personally enjoyed the story, but will admit it does kind of overstay its welcome and kind of runs out of steam when you get towards the end. Just like with some of the other games on this list, with the Definitive Edition having extra content being added, you'll be able to dress your characters up in a wide variety of outfits for some fun times and cool moments. I feel if you have an Xbox and Game Pass and have even the slightest interest in a more anime style game, you should really give Tales of Vesperia a shot. Now those are some of the JRPGs on Xbox Game Pass, and I didn't even mention Final Fantasy 7 through 9 are on Game Pass as well, along with Final Fantasy 12. Hell, you even have some Kingdom Hearts games you can play. And if you consider them JRPGs, you also have the Yakuza collection that you can easily spend hours upon hours catching up with. When it comes down to it, Xbox Game Pass is an amazing service that you can find a ton of games to play. The JRPG selection I would say is rather good, and you have a selection of turn-based action and maybe 1 or 2 tactical RPGs to choose from. And who knows what could possibly appear on Game Pass in the future. Guys, that is all for now in this video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think and what games that you would like to see added on Xbox Game Pass. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'll check you guys next time. Peace.